Let's talk about Sri Lanka now. The Rajapaksa government has come up with a bizarre rule. Foreigners will now need a security clearance to marry a Sri Lankan. You heard that right. Sri Lankans are no longer free to marry a foreign national of their choice. They must get permission from their defense ministry. Why is that? Apparently because they're deemed a national security concern. Now, this is a truly unprecedented move. What's the logic behind it? Sri Lankan government argues foreigners with ulterior motives are targeting Sri Lankans. That's the reason they've given. Allow me to read a quote to you. This is what they say. We've seen some foreigners wanting to marry Sri Lankans here with ulterior motives, like engaging in drug trafficking and money laundering. We want to make sure these foreigners who want to marry locals are not involved in such activities. How will Colombo ensure that? By making future couples jump through a host of bureaucratic hoops. Here is what a foreigner who wants to marry a Sri Lankan must do. They will need a security clearance report from the Defense Ministry of Sri Lanka. How will they get that? The process is quite complicated. So bear with me when I explain what happens. Any foreigner first needs to submit a certificate. It should prove that they have not been convicted of a crime in the past 6 months. They need to get the certificate from their home country. And that's just one part of the application. These foreigners will also have to submit what seems like their entire health record. Their application must include self-declared health forms detailing the entire medical history, information about any chronic ailments, details about their Wuhan virus vaccination status, and if they have been infected by the virus in the past, they'll also have to disclose that. And these foreigners who want to marry Lankan locals will also have to declare that they'll bear the cost of any future health emergencies. And once all of these documents have been submitted, the Sri Lankan Defense Ministry would then issue a security clearance report. Only then can the couple get a license to marry in Sri Lanka. It's a process that would dissuade most people. So why is the Lankan government doing it? Is this about stopping terrorists from marrying Sri Lankans, as the government puts it? Or is it about making sure that Sri Lankans marry only healthy foreigners? Because such rules have no foreign parallels anywhere in the world. Even the opposition is questioning the Rajapaksas in this move. Let me read out some reactions for you. What kind of discrimination is this? This is what Harsha De Silva, the MP from Colombo, said. Here's another one. This is from Karu Jayasuriya, another opposition lawmaker. This is what he says. News reports that foreigners marrying Sri Lankans require security clearance from the Ministry of Defense are raising the eyebrows of many Sri Lankans. I'm sure they are. After all, the state is trying to dictate who a citizen should marry and who he or she should not. We have seen this before, in fact. As of 2014, as many as 27 countries held such discriminatory rules. They prevented men and women from marrying outsiders or from sharing their citizenship with spouses or future children. Sri Lanka's new rules take this discrimination one step forward. There are better ways to identify terror threats. Colombo's new rules will only achieve one thing. They empower the state to dictate how Sri Lankans choose to live. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.